Hi, I'm Dan Rowbottom, and I'm going to take you on a quick lap. Well, not so quick, we're on a golf buggy, but we're going to take you on a lap of the Knockhill circuit. Right, so we're on the start-finish straight now, which is a bit of an odd one. You don't necessarily use the full outside width of the circuit. You come up here and place the car in the middle, looking for a good wide entry into turn 1 to maximise entry speed. It can be quite bumpy. I've not been here for a long time. So FP1 tomorrow is going to be really interesting. But yeah, essentially what you're trying to do here is maximise your entry speed. So a nice wide turn in, use a little bit of the pit lane exit if you can. I can't really remember how much, I'm going to be really honest with you. And yeah, take a lot of curb on the way in. Car goes very light. And there's a massive compression, which we'll see in a moment. And it's all about carrying that minimum speed. So I'm looking forward to it, but slightly apprehensive, I think. So here we have an example of the curb. You know, we go right up over it. I'll try and do it on the buggy, but it's not very dramatic. Over this curb, keep the car in the middle, and then as we come into this large downhill, we get a big compression in the car, everything loads up, and then we fire across into turn 3. Turn 3 is quite difficult from what I remember. There's a couple of ways to attack it, so I've got to do a bit of research myself in practice tomorrow, but essentially again it's all about keeping the minimum speed high. It tightens up quite a bit on the exit. There's a lot of curb though that we're allowed to use, I believe, so that helps because you can get the lock off the car, and then we go straight from turn 3 into a really big drop into turn 4. I'm not sure whether it's flat out. Again, I'll find out tomorrow, but yeah, this next section, turn 5, the chicane, is my favourite part of the circuit. You know, at this point all you can see is sky. You've got to again carry as much speed as possible, not like this golf buggy, and yeah, just try and maximise that speed. I mean, you know, you'll see cars on 2 wheels and all sorts here. I guess the racing will be quite frantic at this point of the circuit, so you know, from a spectator point of view, it's great for these guys. Circuit wise, on the exit again, use a load of curb, keep that speed up, get that lock off, especially in a front wheel drive car. And then we head up to the next turn, which I can't ever remember is turn 6 or turn 7, but it's this one. A bit of an odd entry. The straight isn't really straight, so you don't need to hang the car right on the outside like you do similar for turn 1. And I believe the entry is a lot earlier from my memory than you think it can be. Knockhill's quite tricky in the sense that all the corners are, you know, some of them, I think they all really tighten up, you know, because you've got turn 3 here and the hairpin, and everything tightens up on the exit, so you've really got to get the car in the right place to maximise that corner speed. So here again is a lot of 2-wheel moments, loads of curb, and from my experience watching BTCC on TV here, loads of gravel dust as the cars run as wide as you can get to get the speed through the corner, and people drop wheels off here all the time. And then I guess is the final run down to the final turn, the hairpin, notoriously tight. This run down here, well, Adam Morgan, my teammate, who we all know is a bit of an idiot, but you know, he said you wait till you go down here 3 abreast, and I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. So come race day, I think I might just, you know, follow everyone, but that's another story. So again, it's quite narrow. You don't need to hug the white line. You can you know, you can let the car run through here. There's not really any speed advantage to getting, there is no apex here. It's sort of a straight with a kink in it. And again, the last time I was here, this was horrendously bumpy. I remember it was 2008 was the last time I was here in a Seat Cupra Cup car, and I remember it was horrendous down here. Loads of up-down compressions, and it was really unsettling on the way into the hairpin. They resurfaced the circuit last year and did a fantastic job. And a lot of those big bumps, from what I can make out, have sort of been flattened out to an extent. So I think the braking technique should be a bit easier. But you know, the hairpin, I mean, this is obviously a massive overtaking opportunity for racing. And this is key to a good lap time, you know, because if you can carry speed through this really tight corner and get the throttle on early, you're gonna maximise the speed down the straight, which is obviously always key on any race circuit to reach sort of VMAX. So again, it's sort of a There's 2 or 3 lines here. I haven't got a clue which one to tell you to use, to be honest with you, because I can't remember. So I've got to learn it tomorrow. But it's all about getting the speed up through here. Very, very steep, so you don't need to use the brake pedal as much as you might think. And then yeah, you get to here, and you can see that start finish straight. And if anything, you can be really eager to the corner, really eager to throttle, sorry, and actually create yourself some understeer there. So it's all about being nice and patient and making sure that you're really calm, cool and collected to start your next lap. And that is the fantastic Knockhill racing circuit.